Hi everyone, welcome to our first installment of IPPS Anytime, Anyplace. I'm Laura Barth and I'm the Southern Region Digital Communications Manager. For our first webinar, we thought it would be useful if I gave you an overview of the IPPS Southern Region website, since we recently made some updates and we will be adding more content for everyone just to stay current on everything, and since we won't be able to meet in person this year. So let me share my screen and we'll get started. Okay, there's our website. And all of the websites have the same layout. So International sets the layout and sets the basic design. So things like the menu tabs and the fonts and just the overall layout, I don't have much control over. International has control over that. However, if after watching this video, you have any suggestions or comments on how you think the website layout or design might be improved, still feel free to let me know, and I can talk to Hans, who is the person in charge of the website, and I can give him some feedback. So we'll get started here on the landing page. So when somebody types in our URL, this is where they will come. So you can see we have our oh, and before we start too, I should say, to best utilize everything in the website, I suggest being logged in. Most of the content is public. However, some of the content is private, such as proceedings, or not private, but for members only, is the membership benefits. So in order to see everything, I would suggest being logged in. So you can see here we have our banner, our menu tabs, we have our rolling gallery, and this is where just some important information is usually located, such as you can see our annual meeting postponement announcement is here. It should go to, it'll go to a slide about our new webinar series. There'll be information on sponsorship and other things just to kind of draw attention to those. There's general information here. Down here we'll have our news articles. And then International recently added this scrolling bar of our sponsors, so you can see their logos front and center. So in order to log in, you go up here and log in. If you need to edit your membership details, just click here on My Membership, and you'll be able to update your profile. And many of the pages will also have this little bar on the side where you can, it's just another way to access the content. So while we're here, I'll show you something that isn't necessarily intuitive, at least for me it wasn't. To get back to the home page, many of you might be tempted to click this IPPS button here, but if you do that, that will take you to the International page. So if you want to get back to the Southern Region page, you need to click on this little tiny home button up here, and that will take you back to where you need to go. And so if you want to click on this, so all these tabs here are links. So you can click on that to see the announcement from Bree and the executive committee. You know, you can click on this to get to our YouTube channel. If you want to see the combined proceedings, you can click here. So all of these little tabs on this banner images or banner image are links. So I'll start showing you the drop-down menus, since this is where all the content is. So IPPS Profile, this tab will contain information about IPPS in general and IPPS Southern Region. So if you click About IPPS, this page is just general information about IPPS, who we are as a global organization, what we do, some history about IPPS, and then membership. To get more detailed information about IPPS Southern Region, click on this link here, and then you'll see information about our mission, what we're about, history that's specific to Southern Region. And some of you may remember before on the website we had tabs for information about history of the gavel, presentation of the bell, stamp collection, and things like that. And so I thought it just kind of cluttered up the menu and maybe made it more confusing for people who were already struggling to navigate the website. So I took that information and I listed it here under Our History. So if you want to see history of the gavel, presentation of the bell, stamp collection, just go to IPPS Southern Region, scroll down to Our History, and then you'll see that I have them listed here. So you can still see all that stuff. And then our editor, Dr. Fred Davies, made a document that contains all this as well as the original wording from these pages. So I'll show you that too in the document section. Next on the IPPS Profile tab, we have Notes from the President. So there you can see Bree's letter. We have a page for all the Southern Region officers and committees. And then we have a tab to get information on how to sponsor IPPS, both at the international and national regions as well as regional. And then, as I said before, there's a menu over here. So you can, if you don't want to come back up to this dropdown, you can just come over here and get the same information. Next up is a Proceedings tab. So for Proceedings Overview, this is just a information about the proceedings, the combined proceedings. And then over here is our Proceedings Library. And the Proceedings Library is populated with content from us as Southern Region, so I upload our papers as well as our combined proceedings, but then International also uploads the combined proceedings too. So here you'll see International combined proceedings as well as Southern Region combined proceedings and papers. And so if you come to our website and you're looking for a certain paper or topic, one useful function that we have is this search bar over here. So say you are here and you are really just looking to get information, say on pine bark, you can type that in. And then any website content, including proceedings that include pine bark, will come up. So here you can see proceedings that include that. If you want to search for a particular author or person, you can do that. So that's just an easy way to try and find content. Okay, next we have events. And so here we have regional events for Southern Region. And instead of our annual meeting, now we have the North American Virtual Summit to look forward to. And we'll have more information about that coming soon. And then we have another tab to sponsor an event. We just want to make sure that sponsors, you know, it's easy for them to learn how to sponsor an event with us. So here we have information on the different levels of being a sponsor. Next, we have our members tab. So here, for how to become a member, this is how new members can join by clicking the Join IPPS tab. So here's where you can become a member. We also, if you hover over this, you can come to this sub menu, and here's where you can renew your membership. And this, you'll see if you come here, this takes you to the international page. You can always tell what page you're on by what this banner says. So this just says international, it doesn't say Southern Region. So we'll just go back home. Oops. Okay, so apparently that takes you back to international too. So we'll just go back to this tab. And now you can see we're back on Southern Region. Here you can click on this if you're a student to get our special student membership rates. And you can see the application document for students is right here. Many of the pages that have a document to download, it will be down here below the content. And I'll show you that in some other pages. And then over here, we have just a list of benefits of membership. So you can see what you get by becoming a member. And then some more information about who can join. Next, we have information about the Educational Endowment Fund, the Vivian Monday Scholarship, the Student Research Competition. And so I'm taking you here as an example. Many of these pages will have information about the topic. So this one is Student Research Competition. It has some information about it. And then down here, you'll see the appropriate downloads. So you'll see that there's the cover letter and then the Student Research Competition rules. Here is another page for the Early Career Professional International Exchange Program. And this is where we have information about it here. And then we'll have remarks from the previous year's exchange program representative. So this is really interesting to read and kind of shows you why you'd want to apply for this. And usually there would be the application document down here, but since this has been postponed, it's not there at the moment. And then we have our information about the awards and nomination documents. So here we have some history, picture of the previous year's winner, nomination process, nomination form, some recent past winners, and then there's the document that you can download to nominate. And then same for the Fellows Awards. And then we also have this membership list where you can select a region to get the lists. And then there you can download our regional membership list. In the Media Center tab, this is where we'll keep news articles, videos, and photo galleries from previous meetings, as well as resources, links, and other downloads. So if you click on News, you can access all of the news articles, you know, going back over the years. So this is Many of these are the same as what's on the newsletter, so if you can't find the email with the newsletter, you can just come here to the news and probably find the article that you're looking for. We have a video gallery, and this is in the process of being updated. I'll be adding a lot of new videos to this, and I'll be also including the links from the IPPS Anytime, Anyplace series here. Right now, this currently has some older videos, but I decided to keep them up here because I'm sure they're still interesting and relevant. Here is the photo gallery. And here's where we have all the albums from previous conferences. And so I'm also going to be adding a new gallery, kind of an IPPS Southern Region nostalgia gallery. So if you have any old images from conferences, especially ones that aren't represented here, please email them to me and we'll get that uploaded. And I think it's just kind of a fun way to stay connected and reminisce about previous meetings. So here you'll see we have the Baton Rouge pictures, Chattanooga, Dallas, etc. We have resources and links. And this is another page that is populated by international as well as me. So some of these things that are included aren't necessarily specific to Southern Region, but still interesting. So we have the Royal Botanic Garden, UC Davis, University of Hawaii, but I've added Southern Region specific links such as, you know, we have NC State, University of Florida, ASHS, SNA. So if you would like to be added to this, let me know. I'm going to work on including more Southern Region links too, or universities, etc., that are applicable to Southern Region. And then lastly, for this drop-down menu is downloads. So this recently changed. Now you can access international document downloads. And then if you come down here, we have our regional document downloads. So here you can get the Ask Me About IPPS signage, COVID-19 updates that I put together, an internship application that was requested that we put out. And here is just a little bit of redundancy, but you can also find all of those program applications or award nominations forms. So, you know, if you don't want to go through all this information here, you can just come to the downloads and then find the application and nomination forms. In this drop-down menu, we have information about the different regions. So there's a regional overview, IPPS International's page, as well as all the other regions that have pages. And so I'll just click on one of these to show you that they all have the same layout. So if you're coming to, you know, a different region's page, they'll all be set up basically the same as ours, just with slightly different content. And then lastly, we have our contact info. So here's where you can, you know, if you need to contact Southern Region, you can click here. It has our direct details, has a way to send an email. You have to select your region here, so this won't automatically go to Southern Region. And then if you want to contact different regions, you can click on this, and it has all their direct contact information. And I didn't go over this top bar other than to mention the home and the My Membership, but you can also reach, you can also get your contact information here. And then also access proceedings. So that's just kind of a little shortcut up on the top there. So that's about it for the website. Please let me know if you have any questions or if you have any suggestions. Also, we're looking for content for IPPS Anytime, Anyplace. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. It can just be a Zoom recording like this, or if you have, you know, a webinar or a presentation that you've already completed and you think it'd be useful to share, that would be great too. So we would love to see what you have. Feel free to share with us. And we're looking forward to sharing more content digitally with you. So thank you for joining us, and I'll see you soon.